Hi there. I'd like to share with you an interesting case that we helped a client with this week. In the past 2 weeks, there's been some bushfires in Australia, and a lot of homes and businesses have been affected by the fire. One of our clients gave us 4 of these hard drives, Seagate Ironwolf NAS 8TB drives. That's the name of the drives. Now, the drives were very badly damaged. The NAS was completely burnt and melted. And our client brought the hard drives to us, telling us that all their business data for the last 10 years was on this, and they had no backups at all. Now, the good news is that we took these drives, we opened them up very carefully, we cleaned them, we removed the contamination, we replaced the heads and melted components inside, and we cloned all the data to these new hard drives. So far we've successfully cloned 3 out of 4 of these drives, and the 4th one we haven't even actually tried to repair or clone, because with a RAID-5, we only really need 3 drives out of 4 to be successful and recover the data. The good news is we've made a 100% clone of 3 of the drives, and there was no read errors or bad blocks at all. It was amazing build quality. We've seen a lot of other drives that actually been affected by heat, and even if we could get the drive working, they didn't last very long. But these Seagate 8TB Ironwolf NAS drives survived. After we can clean the contamination, clean the PCBs, replace the heads for the 1 out of 3 of them, the other 2 are actually okay after we clean them up. Class 100 clean room laboratory. We've basically been able to get all the data off 3 of them, 100% cloned, and we're currently recovering the data in this computer over here. There's a 21 terabyte volume and recovering the data for our client. Hopefully we're going to give them some good news for this on the weekend and let them know that all the data has been recovered. It's a pretty complicated RAID setup, but in about 1 or 2 days time we should have it figured out and we'll get all the data back to them. So if you know anyone that's been affected by the recent bushfires or fires in general, we usually find that if the fire is allowed to burn itself out, so sometimes the firefighters sort of just control the fire and they let the fire burn itself out eventually, then most of the time the hard drives are melted into a big blob and there's nothing we can do to recover it. But if the firefighters come, they put the fire out before it gets too severe, and usually the problem we have is not even the fire, it's actually the liquid that's been sprayed onto computers and hard drives to control the fire. So in that case, there's actually corrosion and liquid damage. So in this case, our client was very lucky. The drives weren't too badly damaged, and have a look at it. What would you think? This actually after cleaning, but this drive over here is the one that we received that we haven't actually really cleaned. We just opened it up. I would have thought it was impossible in the past, but thanks to some of the very smart data recovery engineers that we have working here. In this case, one of our most experienced engineers' name is Vincent. He worked on this one, so good job, Vincent. You did a great job, and our clients can be really happy to get all their business records back. If you have any questions about data recovery or hard drive recovery, please post a comment below. We'd love to help you. But thanks for watching.